Hello everyone, welcome to week 4 of the course here. Got my scenery up here. Hope everybody had a good Halloween, those of you that do the Halloween thing. My topic this week is a continuation of the don't be upset by the results you didn't get with the work you didn't do. And with this, I teach, the MBA courses, undergrad courses. So I have a lot of different students, observations, and sometimes I notice trends and things. And some other people also notice trends like in grading and lateness and things like that. So that's my topic this week is talking more about making a promise to yourself. Taking on a task like the MBA program or, school, you're making a promise to yourself to complete the task, be it school, job, family, other activities. You're earning MBA as a job. It's a promise to complete the task within the time frame required and put in the 10, 20 or so hours a week you need to put into it. It is a job. And, so along with that, part of the job is maintaining a 3.0 GPA. C is technically considered failing. So the only way you're able to get away with a C is to counter that C with an A in one of your following courses. The thing is, you got to stay at 3.0 or above to graduate. And so, like I say, a lot of universities don't even accept Cs. Where I got my MBA at. If you got a C, you were either out of the program or had to retake the course. And a lot of universities are like that. So you just need to keep that in mind. You need to stay away from the Cs. Uh, as far as work, like a job, would you show up to work late? Would you not call out? Or if you didn't call out and just showed up 3 or 5 days later or a week later, would you expect to still have a job? When I was working running pizza stores for Domino's, every once in a while we'd have somebody show up a week later or 3 or 5 days later, and they were really they were dumbfounded when they saw their name was scratched off the schedule because they never called her. And communication is part of it. It's one thing, okay, call, let somebody know something's up, something's happened, but to show up after the fact, I mean, again, that reflects on work ethics and things like that. So. The MBA program, the assignments are required to be on time. Everything's in there. Uh, Being a graduate student is a big deal. It's a milestone in your life. It's, getting this MBA is probably going to be one of the top 10, it might even be top 5 accomplishments in your life, things, to reflect on. So it is a big deal and something that should be taken seriously. And, you also pay to get an MBA. Why would you pay for an MBA but not do what you're paying for? I kind of do my little analogy is you got a job, but instead of going to work um, 5 days this week, you're going to pay your boss some money so that you don't have to go to work. I mean, same thing. If you don't put the effort in, you don't do the work, uh, you know, you're wasting your own time. You're not learning. Part of the MBA is to actually learn material that you're going to be able to take to a job with you. Uh, the topic of being nice, I've been accused of being too nice sometimes, and that has been brought to my attention. Unfortunately, being nice or understanding is often taken advantage of or abused, and even becomes an expectation. If I let an assignment slide late, uh, I've had students in the past that have taken that to where they think it's okay to be late all the time, or they expect to get an automatic extension. And, that's part of why I'm doing this because there are some folks that have abused it in the past. And I just want to remind you, especially here in the MBA program, uh, this is an important part of your life. And so, in closing here, it's a just remember the promise you made to yourself. Put in the quality time, be driven, passionate, and finish the job. Finish this MBA. Last point, uh, you don't want to be the person in an interview or even on the job and not know the answer. And if you don't apply yourself to the MBA and make sure you understand all these different courses, you could find yourself in that position one day, either at an interview when someone asks you a question about finance or marketing or whatever it is, and you're clueless, or even they hired you because you had an MBA, and then they find out a week later or a month later that you don't know what you're doing. So you don't want to be that person and be in that position. And that's why you need to apply yourself in the MBA. And again, if this may or may not apply to you individually, but this is something that you can also take along with you. Uh, Everything I throw out at you is things I've learned over the years. So, all of you are going to be in positions of leadership, mentorship. You're going to have somebody that looks up to you or somebody you're going to mentor at some point in time. So all these things I rant about in my videos every week are things that hopefully you can take with you and help somebody else or help yourself if it does apply to you. So there you go. And there's that shirt I talked about last week. So if you want it, you can look it up. And the test question this week, there's no cute pictures. Just why is it important to keep a promise or a commitment to yourself? So there you go. There's your test question. And just don't be upset by the results. You don't get with the work you didn't do. All righty. So real quick, upcoming week here, week 4. I believe we got 3 chapters. So you got 3 chapters down here. You got chapter 12, capital structure. Chapter 13, distribution of returned earnings, dividends, stocks, resurfaces, and managing short-term financing liabilities. So my thing about knowing the topics, you're not expected to become an accountant, financial wizard. What you're expected is to have an understanding of what to look for, what to notice in finance. And that applies in everything. You're not the auto mechanic, but you notice something wrong, you need to be able to recognize that. So, that's the point. And, okay, discussions again, great. Those of you who are in there, no complaints, good interaction, good length. Make sure they're, you got a good paragraph or 2 in there. Homeworks, again, the ones I've seen, doing good. A lot of you have been in touch with me, and we've gone back and forth, helping you there. So, no problems. If there is a problem, get in touch. And you got your quiz, participation, then don't forget next week. Okay, you got your final project. Same thing, homework and so forth next week. So with that, I'm going to let you all go. This ran a little over, but anyways, we'll just leave it here. And just have a good week. If you need anything, get in touch. And that'll do it. Take care, everybody.